Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. What P? Let's get to the news. Let me tell you something, lads and lassies. When a rumor like this drops, it's like tossing petrol on a weak campfire and watching it explode into the night. The name on everyone's lips today? VACLAV CERNY. And what's he said? Allegedly. We've got to stress allegedly here. He's accused Rangers Turkish left back Rıdvan Yılmaz of contaminating the dressing room vibe. That's right, not just a fallout or a wee spat over tactics. Contaminating, that's a strong word. And when a professional uses language like that, it sends shockwaves far beyond the four walls of the changing room. Whether it's true or not, whether CERNY meant it literally or was caught off guard in a private moment, the story's out. And it's grabbed Scottish football by the scruff of the neck. This could be massive for Rangers, especially with a title race tighter than a drum and fan expectations boiling over. Now, who is CERNY to even make a claim like that? We're talking about a seasoned winger, Czech international, no stranger to top-level football. He's been around Europe long enough to know what words carry weight. He's not some youth player running his mouth off on social media. If he did indeed say this, it means he's seen something, or at least thinks he has. And that alone raises eyebrows. What's happening inside that Ibrox dressing room? It's not just about what happens on the pitch. Rangers have built their brand on unity, passion, and pride. Any suggestion of a toxic presence in the squad can ripple right through the club. Fans, staff, the board, all will be watching closely now, wondering how much truth sits behind the whispers. And if CERNY's words gain traction, you can be sure this won't be the last we hear of it. Let's get into Rıdvan Yılmaz for a moment. Brought in as a promising fullback, a player with pace, vision, and the potential to be the future of the left flank. Rangers invested in him, not just for his boots, but for what he could represent. Modern, aggressive, continental football. But since arriving, it's been a mixed bag. Flashes of brilliance, yes, but also inconsistency, injuries, and questions over whether he's fully integrated into the club's culture. Now imagine, on top of all that, being accused of poisoning the dressing room environment. That's a psychological blow that could derail even the strongest willed athlete. Whether true or not, the damage might have already been done. Teammates will talk, fans will speculate, and the media will swarm. The question becomes, how does Yılmaz respond? How do Rangers handle this ticking time bomb? And you can't ignore the timing right in the business end of the season. The kind of moment where a single point can make or break a championship. Rangers are neck and neck in a title race. Every game a war. Every mistake scrutinized to the last detail. The last thing they need is this kind of off-the-pitch drama. We've seen it before, just a hint of turmoil, and suddenly the team loses focus. This rumor, if not handled swiftly and firmly, could spiral. Think about the pressure on manager Philippe Clement. Does he back Yılmaz publicly? Does he address CERNY's comments, assuming they're confirmed? Or does he do the old no distractions, full focus routine? It's a managerial minefield, and any wrong step could be catastrophic for Rangers' ambitions this season. There's another side to this, and it's about trust. Dressing rooms are sacred places in football. What happens inside should stay inside. If CERNY did make this accusation, he's crossed an unspoken line, unless he felt the issue was so severe that silence wasn't an option. Maybe he sees Yılmaz as a disruptive influence. Maybe something's happened behind closed doors we don't know about. But make no mistake, once that line's crossed, there's no going back. If players start turning on each other in the public eye, it fractures the very foundation of what a winning team needs. Chemistry, unity, belief. We've seen clubs implode from within for less than this. It's a slippery slope Rangers now find themselves on, and they'll need strong leadership to keep things steady. Let's not forget the media circus that's about to descend. You can already hear the phone lines ringing in every newsroom from Glasgow to Prague. Did he really say it? Is there a leak in the dressing room? Is Yılmaz on his way out? And don't even get me started on social media. One tweet, one. clip one misinterpreted gesture during warm-ups and it becomes a feeding frenzy. It's brutal. Players in this day and age live under a microscope, and now Yilmaz might feel like he's under a flamethrower. Rangers will need to control the narrative quickly. A statement perhaps, or a well-orchestrated team photo to show unity. If they don't manage the optics, the fallout could become a media landslide. And once that happens, form dips, fans panic, and the whole season threatens to unravel. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. But look, let's play devil's advocate here for a moment. What if CERNY's comments were misunderstood, lost in translation, a misquote from a private conversation? It happens, especially when interviews are taken out of context or words are translated from Czech to English with a bit of liberty. In the heat of competition, frustrations bubble. Maybe it wasn't meant to be a full-blown accusation. Maybe it was just one player venting after a tough match or training bust-up. If that's the case, Rangers need to get ahead of this fast. Clarify the situation, put it to bed, and move on. Because the longer it hangs in the air, the more poisonous it becomes. Sometimes the rumor itself does more harm than the truth ever could. And what about the fans? Girl, supporters are some of the most passionate, loyal, and vocal in the world. They bleed blue, and they won't take kindly to the idea of internal chaos, especially not when silverware is within reach. Already, fan forums are lighting up, calls for answers growing louder. Some will back Yilmaz no matter what. Others will demand a deeper look into his role at the club. It's the kind of split that can fester if not addressed. This is where the club's communication team earns their money. Be transparent, be honest, and above all, be decisive. Because in Glasgow, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life. And when the integrity of the squad comes under fire, it shakes the entire foundation of belief. Of course, we can't ignore the transfer implications. If this rumor lingers, Yilmaz's value could plummet. Other clubs may start sniffing around, looking to exploit the situation, maybe even tempt him away for a cut-price deal. Meanwhile, Rangers could be forced into a position where they have to offload a talented but controversial asset, not on footballing grounds, but for the sake of harmony. It's a messy business, but one club's face all too often. The board, the manager, and Yilmaz's agent are all likely watching this unfold with clenched jaws. No matter how this plays out, the shadow of doubt has now been cast, and recovering from that is no easy feat. In the end, we're left with more questions than answers. Did CERNY really say it? If so, what drove him to it? Is Yilmaz a problem? Or is he being scapegoated? Only those inside the dressing room truly know. But for now, the rumor mill spins on, and the drama at Ibrox continues. One thing's for certain though, if Rangers want to finish this season strong, they need to shut this down and fast. Because titles aren't just won with tactics and talent. They're won with unity, discipline, and trust. And right now, those three things are being tested like never before. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.